Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the first drive for the Ravens. And at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off the season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now Jackson on first down. And this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. 2nd down and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 31 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. And oh, it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. There he goes, right side. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to 3-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. After 1, our score 9-6. 3rd and 9 here. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. This will go to Henry out wide. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quincy Roche, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here's Jordan Stout now. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play, I know it works, but ordinarily it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Second and 7. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right?
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ken Walker, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On second down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Jackson on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back out to you guys in KC in just a moment. But first, let's look ahead at what should be a tremendous opening weekend for 2024. Some great games coming up in the next few days, one being the kickoff to the International Series, the first ever game in Brazil. The Packers and Eagles from São Paulo. Kickoff set for 8:15 Eastern Time. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he will be out of bounds, but there is a flag down. I suspect this might not be a legal pass. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
An old school.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Henry up the middle.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Jackson now. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Again, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Dancing to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but they're
Some good numbers put up against them offensively. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Out to his left. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown this late in the game should all but be the dagger.
We never want to say that a game is over, but it certainly feels that way. That final touchdown seems to have created enough room for them to start celebrating.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Throwing, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Connecting with Andrews. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally. One last shot for Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season.